He's a tactical genius, he's the one to see on VP4TV. He's wild and he's free. Nine ball top, over here to you and me. With his cunning moves, he's rocking endlessly. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tables and cues, they bend to his will. Every shot he takes gives everyone a thrill. With a glance and aim, he works to the skill. In the ball, lights from the chill. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. From the corner bank to the perfect cut, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck, but skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. Tactical genius with every play, making magic happen every single day. In the world of billiards, he knows the way, taking every shot with prayers we say. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. Rack him up, he steps to the ground. Crowds gather round without a sound. With a twisted stroke, his fame is profound. Every victory makes our hearts pound. To the perfect cup, he wins the game without a single strut. Chalk it up, just a fortune or luck, but skill like his, it never gets stuck. On VP4TV, he's the showstopper. 9ball.com's the king, no one can top her. Watch him play and you'll be a hopper. He's the man, we all shout proper. TG from Kilmarnock Town, got your hustle down. Streams the pool games live, makes our day come alive. Early mornings on your grind, Tesco shift unwind, but you find the time to play, stream the virtual day. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand.
And it's a sucker scratch. Look at the line. Commentator's eye. Don't say I didn't warn you.
OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Early riser, work all done, streams the games just for fun. We'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there. TG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
This for the 101. Absolutely sensational once again.
Virtual cue in your hand, amazing shots you land. From your home to our screens, living out our pool dreams. Just for fun, we'll cheer for you every match. TG, you've got the magic touch. OTG tactical genius, every game you bring us with your skill and your flair. We're glad you're always there.
That was fantastic.
Where's the cue ball going?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
The trouble with Scotland is that it's full of Scots.
Your assignment tonight is strategic. You can't give the enemy a break. Send them to hell.
Welcome to VP4TV. You're watching a Tactical Genius production. Please welcome your commentary team for this match, 9ball.com and Super Admin aka Steve Chaplin, CEO and President of Cellaris, Inc. Good luck to both players and have a good one.
Well, good morning, good afternoon. Good morning to Steve.
Good morning. It is morning. Well, I guess it's afternoon for you.
Yeah, bit of a panic for me. I came out, I finished work, went into the car. I was sitting in the car just about to put the seatbelt on, and one of the customers who was parked next to me, he knocks on the window on the passenger side, and of course I put the window down. He says, "You want to check your front tyre, mate?" I thought, "Oh shit." I thought I'd a flat. It must be a slow puncture I've got. So I managed to get some air in it, but I'll probably have to get it checked. Anyway, I thought I'd a flat tyre and I wasn't going to get home. But anyway, we're here. We are here for this match.
We don't have a Cerro yet, though.
No, but he's going to turn up at the last minute. That's pretty much a guarantee. If he's going to show, we know when he's going to show. Unlike yesterday, where we didn't even pay any attention to the emails that we got.
I guess maybe I better check my messages.
Well, I've already done that. I've already checked to see if he hasn't actually forfeited the match. Because remember, it doesn't show you he's forfeited the match on the main page.
Yeah.
It still shows you it's scheduled, but no, everything seems okay there.
I'm sure you've seen Albie and Cobra rescheduled for today.
Yeah, they're rescheduled for 6 p.m. my time. So by the time this is finished and I go and get something to eat, I'll be back after that to get that match.
Yeah, and that match is both these matches should be good.
Well, we're expecting from the standard of all four players it to be pretty high. I'll be disappointed if it isn't. Put it that way.
Well, I was thinking about it yesterday. Believe it or not, I actually think about it sometimes. I'm actually looking forward to this match more than the Alvin Cobra match.
And why is that then?
Well, because I really enjoy watching both of these guys play. And one of the reasons why is both of them do stuff that I wouldn't have thought of. And it's not always good, but I would say probably 80% of the time it's good. And probably half the time I'm like, oh, well, that's a better play than I would have done. So both of these guys think a little bit out of the box. And I'm talking mostly in how they move the cue ball or shot choice. But they're both very accomplished players. And I think they both have the same tendency to, make these mistakes that hurt them a lot. Pool's one of those things where one mistake hurts you a lot more than 5 great things you do. It's just the nature of it. Golf's the same way. Is the mistakes hurt you more than the great stuff helps you. So you really got to minimize mistakes, and both of these players have a hard time doing that. And it's not like they make tons of them, because they wouldn't be really great players if they did. But they make enough of them that they have a hard time beating guys like Albin and Cobra, but they're both capable of it. So, I'm really excited to see how creative they get. I'm really excited to see how many mistakes they make. you know, there's a lot of surprises when I watch these players play, and that's why I was looking forward to the match.
I sort of agree with you in one sense, but I'm thinking more from the point of view that Albie and Cobra are probably more, from what I would think, I think they're more deliberate in what they do. Acero's just arrived, the room's up, let's get in. I think they're more deliberate in what they do, whereas I think from SBD and Acero, they're liable to take probably more of a risk, maybe fly at a shot and maybe take one risk too many, as opposed to what maybe Albie and Cobra would do. But I think that's probably what makes them worth watching, because I think either of these two are more than capable of taking down either of the other two on their day. Sure. If they can cut out that, if they can keep that mistake down to a minimum, and if they can capitalise on the ones that the other guys make. So I think that, you know, there's a prospect of a good final here.
Well,
right, so race to 11.
Obviously, the break's going to be important, and I would give this guy the advantage in the break, because SBD in the past has shown that he breaks very well in this game.
Now, is he going, what, second or third ball down? No, he's going to the head of the pack with the look of it.
Yeah.
No,
well,
I know
he's going to the second ball. He seems to be having a hard time making up his mind. And right off the bat, he gets a good spread. He makes a ball. He gets two balls. So he needs a 13 or the 7. He's got the 13, and he's got a nice angle to get on the 7. So, like for me, you know, even though it's tight past the 1, I might play the 7 past the 1. Let's see what he decides to do. Just because it's natural to get there. All you have to do almost is make the ball.
Well, he's going to hit the 7 and miss the 13.
Yeah, and I'm not. Yeah, and that's
right.
That's not what he wanted, but
where's the 10 ball sitting? Is it on the rail? I think Acero's got to take this. Got to make this combo right now. He's got the ball where it is.
Actually, this is kind of tricky. I think he's better off shooting a 10 first, and then. Well, he's not going to do either. He's going to take ball in hand. Because
so he's going to go
12-3. Easy, yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't take this 7-5 because.
Well, but then he's got to go around.
Two balls.
He's got
there's two balls tied up in the stack, though. Remember, so he's going to have to get five cribbages, isn't he?
That's 7-5. He'd have to take the cue ball around the corner, and that was risky. If he was going to shoot that, he'd have to shoot the 10 and then the 7-5.
Let's see if he.
Now, he might from now, because from this angle he can do it and control the cue ball.
Is that you, Pop Man? I've totally forgotten who that is again. Good afternoon.
What's going on? Why is my why? What's going on here? Did I just lose you?
No, I'm here. I'm fine.
Oh, you've got. Yeah.
Anyway, Acero is on his third cribbage. And now, you see, you know, now he's struggling. You know,
well,
now he's struggling.
The thing is, if he wants to, he can make the 7-5 and bump the 2. I mean, he's sitting in a good spot to it, but he doesn't want to take the chance. Plays a very natural shot to get on this. Now, you got to be a little bit careful here about following the cue ball in the pocket because he's got that angle where it's going to want to. And he gets a double kiss, and everything is wonderful.
Right, so that's cribbage number 3. What ball's that? The 14, so he's going 14-1. This is just a little dink up the rail just to keep the 1 into the side.
And then he can go 9-6. He doesn't have to do anything with the 2 balls tied up.
Well, how's things going, Pop Man? Everything falling into place? Back on your feet? Let us know what's happening. And just a quick reminder as well, we've got 1 place left in the 9-ball Virtual World Championship. There is 1 spot left. and only a few more days to get in. And the good news is Stubb isn't there. Oh, is he overcut it? Oh, it's gone in. I think it was just the pace that let that go in, but that's well played.
So the interesting thing about this, okay, is Matt is not in this yet.
Yeah, but I've already messaged him, and Matt spat the dummy because we didn't let him know that it was limited sign-ups to the Cribbage. So he's been waiting an apology ever since then, and I've already messaged him and told him there was 2 spots left. So
when I changed it to 32, which was what, a week ago or something, I sent him a message and told him that I'd done that he better get in. And I never heard anything from him. He never joined. So I don't know. Maybe he's just really busy.
Yeah, I never get any acknowledgement from him either.
But, you know, when I message people, I assume they've got it set up so that it forwards to their email. Now, if you don't, then, you know, you're not going to see it unless you come online. Which I don't know why anybody that plays a lot of VP would not have it forwarded to email.
I'm asking you to give me good news, Porkman.
Oh boy, that's not a good thing.
Stubb just sent me a message there. I just ignored it. I'll just shut it down. I haven't read it. He's hanging about somewhere, Stubb. Well, here's hoping everything gets better at some point. Well, good start for Acero. And I never saw him break there, but I presume he got a ball in the break because he's at the table. I was too busy looking at the chat.
Yeah, and he's coming out really going, and kind of the opposite of SBD, who came out and the first thing he did was miss his first shot after the break. So, you know, this is, well, he's left himself a little funny here. He's going to have to make a shot.
Well, was SBD not... I mean, if I'm right in thinking, SBD was chasing Spectredawn for the first half of the match that he had with him, and then he went away from him in the end. So I don't think SBD will be panicking.
No, he won't. I mean, you know, good players, they don't panic because they get behind. And the thing about pool is sometimes it takes you a while to get going. That's a wonderful shot there.
Yeah, nicely played.
But, you know, the dynamic's interesting because when you're playing a guy going like this, you know, it's hard to play when you get the chance. But if you do play hard at him when you get the chance,
cue ball's gone.
I think mentally it's even harder when you play great and then the other guy doesn't even bother him. He comes back at you and he plays great. That's even harder to deal with because you're thinking, man, I just gave this guy my best shot, and here he is. He didn't even phase him.
Well, here's a perfect opportunity here for SBD to find his way out in this rack. But we've got a couple of clusters here, a couple of pairs, one in the kitchen and one in the right-hand side. So he's got to get his map right.
Right now he's looking at 8-7, and he can break up the 214.
Well, we've got the 8s. If the 8 goes out the way, 8 goes out the way, the 12-3's then available.
Yeah. I like trying to get position. Available. I like trying to get position on the 7. Well, he went straight for the 12-3. He's going to need to get that 14 and 2 loose, or the 11 and 9 loose.
Oh, he's cutting into the side instead.
Yeah.
Well, why does he not take the 8 ball, the 8, the 7 now? He just needs to come back an inch or two or go forward, and the 7 come back into the table.
But I would rather see him take the 8
10-5.
first. Well, yeah, he's going to go 10-5, and that's fine too. I mean, you just got to get to the point where you can get those balls loose. Now, is waiting bad? No, not necessarily. Waiting can be good. Whether to wait or not, a lot of it depends on, are you getting things out of the way, or, you know, balls aren't going to run into each other, or are you going to end up making it difficult because you have limited options? And that, you know, I don't know the answer here. See, now that, okay, see that move? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Well, but that was a bad move because he could have got to those balls earlier, going 8-7. Instead, he's got a jack up and trying to draw it back, and that's one of that. You know, that's a play mistake there. He should have got to those balls earlier when he had the chance.
Well, if you look at the way the 7 ball sitting, you get the right angle on the 7, you can bump those 2 balls open, no problem.
It's trivial. And see, the problem with clearing all those balls out is that if you do go bump them open late like this now, then what are you going to shoot? If you don't get a shot on one of them, you know, you might be in trouble. Whereas, you know, he had the 5 and the 10 sitting out and open. He had balls that if he bumped them, he was going to have shots. So now he's probably just going to stack balls up. I don't see how he's going to shoot this 14 ball. I think he's just going to make it the 6 and stack them up.
Yeah. Just to let you know, Cobra, if you're still there, myself and Steve found out that you weren't going to play the match at about 7:05 last night. I noticed you messaged me at 2:25 in the afternoon, so I never checked my messages in my profile when I came online yesterday.
Even though I'm supposed to. I was busy.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a chance blown there by SBD. 100% chance blown.
Yeah, well, it's just, see, and that's kind of the finer points of playing this sort of game. And this game's a lot like 8-ball, and SBD was a bar table 8-ball champion, so you think he would have thought about how to navigate that rack a little better.
But here's an interesting thing here. Well, there's a mistake, but the interesting thing there was that Acero didn't play any sort of shot where he was going to break those 2 balls on the right-hand side. He potted the 7 and then went for the 8. He's going to need those, either of those pair of balls. He's going to need them for his cribbages.
Well, you know, I mean, he's going to try to move balls right now, and he almost has to.
Right. Well, I think he's changing his mind in terms of where he's going to play this, I think. Or is he? He's going to take... I mean, because the 6 ball does go, but the 9's tied up. So
well, this is an interesting play here because I guess he thinks he can get to the 11. Or no, I'm sorry, he's the 7. And now this is a prime opportunity to bump the 14.
Just a little bump. You know, just a little, he's playing the bump.
Yeah, and that's what you want to do, is you want to get positions where you can do some kind of controlled little bump like that. I mean, that's perfect. Now, he came out of this kind of crappy because he's a little tricky to get on the 1. Well, he's not as tricky as I thought. He was able to just stop it.
Right, so I presume he's going to come around for the 2 or come right around for the 13 into the side first.
Yeah, I'd actually play for the 13 here because it's just easier. It's natural.
Has it got the legs to get there? Well, I could have done with a wee bit more, but there's plenty of room to go on the 2. He shouldn't have any issue.
And the thing is he doesn't need to break these other balls up, so he shouldn't touch them.
This is his final cribbage. And desperately required already, even at this stage. He wants to get something on the board.
And I like this choice. And the reason why is the 2 is an angle that you try to drop back. You could hit the pocket tip. You could scratch in the corner. That was a lot smarter shot than shooting a 2 first.
No, he's not looking at... Why did he look around at the 11 and 9 ball there? Is he thinking he needs another cribbage here? Is he going to do something stupid?
Well, that would be silly, wouldn't it?
I mean, he's putting big draw into this 2 ball here, by the way. This is his final cribbage. I thought he got me panicking there, thinking he was going to do something crazy.
Yeah, that
right.
Was,
so, well, that time it was Acero that made the mistake.
Yeah, but
the second mistake
really didn't play the rack right, but he got away with it.
No, I will be catching the result when I get out of bed to go to work at 4 a.m. on Sunday morning. That's when I'll find out. There's no way I can do that. I'll be out long gone into bed. The game doesn't start till 2 a.m. in the morning. So the game will be over probably when I get up.
Well, who are they playing? Anybody worthwhile?
They're playing Haiti.
Yeah, who cares about that then? You know,
the last time Well, Haiti, like most of these African teams, are a lot better than what. I mean, Haiti was in the World Cup the last time, and the only time was 1974 in Germany. I remember
a little geography lesson. Haiti is not an African team.
No, wait a minute. Where are they?
Why did I think?
Why did I think they were African? What made me think they were African?
That's like the Jamaicans.
Of course, they're in the yeah. They're in amongst all the Caribbean islands. That's right. What an umpty. Anyway, here's my joke for the day. 10 coups in a field, Steve. What one's nearest Saudi Arabia?
10 who?
10 coups.
What's a coup? Like a pigeon?
No, a cou's a. Not a cow. Yeah, a coup. 10 coups in the field. What one's nearest Saudi Arabia?
I thought you said coup, like COO. I'm thinking, what coups? Oh, a pigeon coup.
Well, in Scotland, you call a cow a coup. Or at least down my way, you call it a coup. Anyway, 10 coups in the field. What one's nearest Saudi Arabia? Hey. Right, too late. Coup 8's the nearest one to Saudi Arabia.
Well, you made me laugh just by how your accent. Now, usually you don't have the big Scottish accent, but you did that time, Hugh.
Yeah, coup 8.
A coup. That's like your shit. I can't find my shit.
Right, so Acero on to Cribbage. Well, he's finished Cribbage number 3. Oh, no, he isn't. He's just about to finish it. Look at these balls. Well, there's 2 tied up in the kitchen, but I don't think he needs them.
Well, so far as Acero's played, Acero's made a lot of good choices.
Balls tied up here. What have we got tied up here? The 13 and the 10. Yeah,
and really, the only game he's lost was a game he missed the ball. And it's certainly looking like he's going to win this game. I mean, the 10 goes, so he can go 7-8, then 10-5. He should have no problem.
Did you test that? I didn't know that Chrome did that. Did you know Chrome did that, Steve? Google Chrome.
Yeah.
With the translation thing. I never knew that.
Oh, yeah.
At least of all, I mean, I knew that. I mean, Windows has captions. You can get captions to
it. I don't know if you know this, but the virtual pool site has a little translation icon down in the bottom right. It may only show up on Firefox, but it's got a little translation icon on it.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I didn't know that Chrome actually had not only a built-in subtitles. Which you can use on live streams, but I didn't know that it had a translator as well.
Sure.
Yeah. So anyway, I did a little video to let people know, especially Jose, so he could watch it through Chrome, watch a live stream through Chrome, and have it automatically dubbed to or translated to Spanish.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to hear what we have to say.
Yes, it does. It doesn't do Scottish to English, no, unfortunately. I'm talking posh right now because Steve's an American, and I mean, obviously, you see how it stumped Steve when I said coup. Goodness me,
coup. I thought you were talking about pigeons. Coup. Pigeons coup, or no? I guess it's doves a coup, isn't it? Doves, yeah, it would be doves.
Well, I don't know what the difference is between a dove coup and a pigeon coup.
I guess they're both coups. But you coup pretty good here. You coo a lot better than you say cow. I was going to get there.
Last breath.
Oh, man.
Well, he could have done me running the cue ball a bit further to the rail for this 3 ball. He's got it. Where's the cue?
That was close.
He got crazy. He's broke out the 14, but he's not getting the 1. Now what's he going to do?
The 1 does go.
Oh, it does go, but I mean, not exactly from where he's sitting right now. Is he going to play the combo and drop to the side pocket here?
I think he's going to cut the 1.
Yeah,
he could play for the 2, but it's tricky getting on it.
Oh, I don't like cutting that from high up the table because you're going to eat a chunk out of that 15 ball doing that.
You wouldn't do it from high up. You try to get on it better than that.
Yeah,
that's what he's going to do, and he hit it pretty good.
So that was what, the 13 and then the 2.
Yeah, Hugh, I play I play pool in real life, and in real life, we try to get closer to the ball. we don't like that length of the table cut stuff.
Aye, that's why I was saying, you know, for a minute there, I thought he was going to go 7 and pot that 13 over the ball. Well, the ball's dropped in now. What the hell's happened here? The 9's got into the side.
Well, now you still have a shot on the 6. Boy, he's in trouble now.
Yeah.
He's got 2 balls, and he's got shots on neither one.
Yeah, and the other bad news is he's already 3-1 down in games here. This could be a disaster.
Well, I think if this is me, I'd kick behind the 15 and try to get into the 1 and try to get it to go another corner pocket, or kick into the 15 and try to kick combo it, one or the other. But I think you got to take a whack at that.
What's he doing here?
Oh, he's doing something crazy here. I'd be slamming into that 15 ball if it was me. Yeah, see, he was trying to do some sort of little masse shot, and he didn't have enough English on it.
Right, so Acero is 3 cribbages down. He's still to get off the mat. You've got 2 balls tied up in the stack.
No, but he's got a pretty good opportunity here because
11 and 4.
You know, the important thing is he's got balls down there near the 9 and the 14. So I think he'll probably try to play the 11 and the 4 and maybe not try to break it out till he gets to the 7. We'll see.
Well, the thing is, I don't like the fact that for a minute there he was looking at the 11 into one of the side pockets and then getting on the 4. To me, the 4's a lot easier to play at first. See, this is asking for trouble.
And trouble he's got. I agree.
I mean, that to me, that's numpty-ish, that. Why the hell?
I mean, it was too tight
so
a
tricky.
spot. It was too tight a spot to get into. Now that's, see, if you watch a pro pool player, they would never do that. And the reason why is they don't like to try to put the cue ball into tight spots.
Well, he's got away with it.
Of course.
Managed to make the combo. But I mean, I think that was dumb doing that. You got to play the 4 first because the other ball was wide open in the table. You had it into a corner pocket or come down behind it or what.
Now he's also in a funny spot as far as trying to break out this. It might even be better to shoot the 8 ball first and take the cut on the 7. I like that play better than shooting the 7.
Yeah, I mean, the cut in the 7 gives you better odds to actually have a bump, but he's got a nudge. He's got a nudge.
When you hit it like that, then it doesn't matter because he hit that
was sweet.
Perfect. Yeah.
Well, this is going to be painful for SBD.
But that's the thing about good players is not only do they mess up less, but they recover better. And that was a pretty good recovery there. You know, he's finding a way out, which is, Now,
is he doing a combo here?
Boy.
That's nowhere near a combo.
No, he's got to shoot the 9. He just came up way short on the ball.
Oh, I'm forgetting. I was thinking he was on his next cribbage. Oh, that's a disaster.
Boy, I don't think you can carry him this. I don't think it'll go. I think it's gonna eat no matter how hard you hit.
Slam it into it to get into the corner.
He's trying to carry him it. I don't think he can. Yeah. I didn't think he could. See, now he put top spin on that, and the reason why he did that, he's trying to get the 9 ball to hold. You know, top spin on the cue ball, little backspin on the 9 ball, but I didn't think he had the angle, no matter how he hit that he could get the 9 in the corner.
Well, SBD wasn't expecting to come back to the table with half a chance here.
And that was just that, you know, you had to really slam that 6 ball to get across for the 9.
Mm.
You know, you always have the option of doing something else besides slamming it. If that's not going to work, going forward, English, something, you know.
Now, he's going to bump this 10 ball here. I don't think he can risk trying to do anything crazy with the cue ball.
14 ball. And
the 14 ball, sorry.
Yeah.
So he's missed it, so that's good enough. But now is he going to take it first and come right back down and avoid hooking himself behind the 15?
This is just straight top and come back down the table.
Oh, you want to get there, and that'll do. Well, there's a big sigh of relief from SBD because he was expecting a big 2-rack swing there, essentially.
Larry
should
says
have been odds on for Acero to open that lead.
Larry says I didn't know 8 ball was big in Japan. You know, I don't know how much 8 ball they play in Japan. I've never gone there. You know, I know a lot of people that went to Japan. Pool took off in Japan in the 90s. And
well, that happened. What happened? There was a live stream on the other day. There, I mean, 2 or 3 live streams all doing that. What do you call it? That 8-ball on the 10-foot table with the tight pockets.
Well, that's Chinese 8-ball.
Chinese 8-ball.
So,
That's what was live streaming.
So, pretty good break other than a scratch. So that hurts.
This is a bit early in the day for Larry, is it not? Larry's usually a night owl, is he not? Did he manage to fall out his bed at this time? Good afternoon. So for latecomers, the match that didn't go ahead yesterday between Albinario and Cobra, the hot seat match, that is scheduled for a few hours' time. It will go off in about, 3.5 hours' time, about 3.5 hours' time, 6 p.m. British Summer Time, 1 p.m. Eastern.
Well, he's going to have to do some work to get out here, mainly because you got the 8-13 and the 2-9, and none of those pair up in the cribbages, which means they pair up with 4 other balls. Oh, I take it back. The 13-2 does. So,
right, and the other one,
you do have some other options, but let's see. Can he get there? He needs 3 more cribbages. 11.
Well, there's the 12-3s there.
He's gonna have to move. He's gonna have to move balls because he doesn't have enough of them.
Right. So
this
one
will
will
be 3,
give him
and then 12-3 would be 4. He's gonna have to move some balls. Well, that was a crazy shot, but you know what?
That's not bad. That's actually sitting with a fairly comfortable combo. That 13.
Comfortable. That thing can't be missed.
I mean that
even I'm going to make that.
Done him a big favor.
Now he's trying to figure out what to do because he doesn't really want to shoot the combo now. This is a little risky because the 13 ball could get in the way.
And that'll work out nice if he doesn't.
Oh, he's
going to bump it.
Yeah, he hit it perfect. I mean, I was a little afraid that thing, would move and you get behind it, but he hit it really well. He got it to stick. Once you got it to stick there, it was hard to get behind it.
Well, ever since semi-pros disappeared, that's how long SBD has been around. I'm saying nothing.
That was a very well played rack. And that was a little bit unconventional how he got the bump. He got a little lucky there because.
Well, yeah, you get lucky with the little.
The problem is the way he hit it. A, it was uncontrolled. B, he wasn't going to be able to hit it very hard, and it managed to just line up perfect. So that was a little bit fortunate.
Well, there's a problem. The problem is he needs the 4-ball.
Let's see here. What can he do? The combo is pretty tough.
As you're looking at the 10-ball, that's what you can get anything in.
He's going to shoot the combo.
Playing the little draw, trying to bump it in. Yeah.
Actually, that was a very good idea.
Yeah.
Just didn't hit it good enough, but and that's what I'm talking about. You guys are creative. I wasn't looking at that, but that was the right play. I'm actually a little surprised he didn't make that because it was sitting pretty good for that.
Well, the 12 up the rail and the 3 into the corner past the 5 is available. The 9 and the 6 is available, so there's 2. The 13 and the 2's, tell a lie, the 2 isn't available. Not into this pocket, it isn't. Blocked by the 4.
Yeah, he's going to go 12-3. And let's see, 5-10 goes, but it's awful tough. I mean, both pockets it goes. 10 goes in both corners, but it's tight in both of them.
Now he needs to come down and have a quick look at that just to make sure he is going past the 5 because it's tightish. You can just don't, when you're looking at it from a distance, you might push this onto the 5. You've got to be careful. Yeah.
Well, let's see what he's going to do here. I think he's almost got to shoot the 5 here and try to come down for the 10. He could cut the 10 right now. I mean, that's a possibility too.
No, he's not trying to.
He's looking 8-7 right now. Now, big power draw here. Go long rail, past the 13 to the 7.
He's trying to bump the 2, is he? No, no.
Gone south.
I'm surprised he didn't actually straighten that up and come down and try and bump the 2 and leave the 10 up into the other corner pocket.
Well, and he's just going to play defense here. So the good news is that the 2 ball blocks the breakout with the 4. This is pretty tough here.
Let's have a look.
Yeah, you got to think about about not breaking these apart. He may shoot the bank on the 13.
Well, this would be crazy to come over to the left side and try and dig into that 10 ball and bump and split the stack and get lucky in the 5
That
ball.
would be crazy. I think you bank the 13, take the cue ball off the end rail behind the 2, and then shoot the 2 in the corner. I like that play. Now he's doing something crazy here. See, this is, but you know what? If you were going to do that, all you should really be doing is pocketing 2 balls. You should never try to break that out, because what if you did? If you broke it out, chances are you're not getting a shot on 11.
Correct, yeah.
And you're just splitting them for your opponent. Now what you want to do is just tie up more balls.
Well, we're just going to have a longer stack in a second or 2.
But I'm not sure I would leave the ball down at this end, and I'll tell you why. Because now you give somebody options on the breakout. Well, not anymore.
Well, he's got ball in hand choice, hasn't he?
Yeah, but you know, what I'm saying is if you leave the cue ball down here and he has a shot like on the 2 to break up the balls, it might be pretty easy. It gives him more options. So he's just going to make a ball, and we're going to play this game for a while.
Well, is he going to check this and try and catch the top ball here to bump something, or is he just going to take his medicine?
He can try to. I don't think he's got a path to go 4 rails either. So now he's just going to stack balls up. And that's smart. He takes the cribbage. Now he stacks some more balls up. It's actually a very good play. So I just roll up on the 15, make him take ball in hand.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if SBD wins the safety battle here, because he won the 2 that he had in that match with Spectredawn when we had a stack building up and then we were, tippy-tapping, and then eventually SBD won out in both of those.
That was a big difference in that match.
No, Acero's not going to do something crazy, is he?
This could be crazy, yes.
He's going for the 7, trying to break the 8.
Well, see, I don't like that move, because now he's opened up balls, and, he's not going to have a shot. So now he's going to have to try to, tie balls up again. But the problem is he's still left balls open. I just don't like that move.
Well, that's the one thing I always felt about Acero in this match, or any match for that matter that he plays. He's inclined to take more risks, and it's either going to work for him or he's going to fall foul of it.
He's very aggressive, but I mean, there's being aggressive, and then there's like taking shots that are so low percentage that they're, the chance of them working. You taking something that's a 1 or 2 out of 10, that's a bad play. Now, I don't know what SBD is going to do here. I mean, he may take a whack at this, because nope, he's not gonna take the bait.
Well, I would have thought he'd have moved it further over so he got a bigger angle on that ball if he was going to try and break something out. But here we go again. We're going to have a caterpillar of balls up and down the table. Now, the obvious thing is that these balls are going to separate one way or another at some point.
So I'll tell you another game that you get this a lot, one pocket. And there's actually a lot of plays you can make with this caterpillar. I mean, guys sit there and practice 2 balls, 3 balls. If I hit it this way, guys sit there and practice this actually quite a bit.
Well, there was a risk.
Acero just decides to open things up, and I think he's going to be sorry. The 14-7 goes, and I believe he can get on the. Can he get on that? Can he make the 14-7? I think he can shoot the 14-7 and get on the 8. The 4 is pretty tight. I think he's got to shoot the 14-7. Either that or bank the 10 ball and play for the 5.
No.
I think he'll shoot the 14-7.
Now, the question is what's he's trying to... Well, he's hit that far too hard for a start. You know, the cue ball's come up in the middle of the table there.
Yeah, well, you know, it was a little dicey because the ball was going to throw, and, you know, he only had part of the 14. It was a little bit tight.
Well, this is a bit of a dink on the 7 ball. If he wants to try and just squeeze, can he? Let me have a look and see that. Can he actually just tweak that and hold the cue ball and play a cut in the 8?
Yeah, well, you got to spin
that 14's in the way. Yeah,
this is a spinner. You got to hit this soft with a ton of right English and just get it to spin over a little.
Well, he's trying to use the combo to get there. Well, he's got a shot.
Yeah.
He's just overhit the cue ball a wee bit, but he's got a shot.
Yeah, it's nobody's favorite shot, though. This could be the game right here.
Well, that's sweet. Is it?
Well,
is it just caught the point?
It's a Acero shot, though. That was nice. So it's looking like Acero might win this rack.
SBD's already, and I never noticed that SBD was in 3 cribbages in this rack. Well, he's going to have to get to those 2, and those 2 are split anyway.
Acero's got my cue stick. Look at this player picture. That's my cue stick. I don't play
his profile picture.
Yeah, that's my cue stick. That's a Hubler US Open.
Well, there's a mistake.
So Hubler was a cue maker. He made a lot of production cues, but he made custom cues too, and this is one of his custom cues.
Well, SBD has the chance here to get back to within 1, and I would think pretty much he's going to do it because he only needs the 2 cribbages, so he's leaving the cue ball middle of the table. 14-1's available, 11-4's available. Now he's doing the replay because he's going to change his mind again, is he? Is he going to play from the kitchen? I thought where he was sitting was perfectly okay. Could play the 4 and draw up to the side pocket there on the left-hand side and play the 11. If he's going to play the cut in the 1 here to come down for this 14, I think it was fine where the cue ball was. I don't know why I had to think he had to move it. So it could actually be either the 11 ball or the 5 ball next, depending where he puts his cue ball. If he's no, wait a minute, hang on a minute. The next ball could be the 4, so then it would be the 11. Well, he hasn't. I think that's pretty poor as well. He's left himself a bit short in this 4 ball. He's got to leave this 11 ball at a further distance now and a higher cut.
Yeah, and this is the game right here. You don't want to miss this ball.
Yeah, I mean he's going to be kicking himself if he didn't get this into the hole here. Could have made this a lot easier.
So far, he's pocketed balls really well.
Well, I'll tell you something. He's made a complete hash of that.
He got a little lucky in that he made the 5, so it ties up the 4. If he didn't make that 5, he was done for sure. Now it's tough because.
Well, I think the first mistake was he decided to change from where the cue ball was to ball in hand.
Now this shot, you've got to hit the right side of the 5. See, that's the wrong side. You had to hit the other side of the 5 so that the cue ball went over so you could shoot the 4. Now he's going to have to bank it, you know. So he shot that awful quick. I got to wonder whether he was really thinking about that. I would have thought he would. Maybe just misjudged it.
Well, this doesn't want to bank ideally, though. He's got a double kiss. That's the problem with that angle.
Well, I get the cue ball out the way. I think he could have held it with drawn right English. So, unfortunately for him, I believe that 11 ball goes. A matter of fact, I'm kind of surprised he didn't shoot it in place and just shoot the
he's
11 ball
done
right
it again.
there.
He's done it again. Now he's going to see. It was easier where he was to do that and go on the 4 than it is to try and just roll through. Now, fair enough, he's got there. But where the cue ball was perfectly fine. So somehow or other, this rack is finished and he's back to within 1. Well, that was strange. It's as if neither of the two of them wanted to win the rack at the end of the day. Well, this doesn't look good. This does not look good. Those break.
Balls, that rack didn't separate very well. It didn't seem like he hit that hard either.
Bone dry. Acero coming to the table. Now, what's he got to start with? We've got not a lot, I don't think. Well, what ball's that? So he's got 14-1. So he's got 1 cribbage there to start with. You've got a 12-3. Now, he might just hold off. See, this is a bit more of an angle to actually just hold. He's trying to, I think he's maybe, he's trying to be cute there to actually maybe hold to get on the 9. And after doing all of that, he's forgot to pot the ball. Big mistake again from Acero. See, that's the thing. You're trying to pot a ball, but your mind's on another thing in the process, and somewhere in that process it's broken down, and he's failed to actually get through in the stroke. So now, SBD is getting first chance here. So that is, what ball's that? The 10 ball. 5 balls available for a cribbage. He's got the 3 there. You've got the 12 up table, so let me have a look at that. Now, that's just a bit of an angle where the cue ball wants to get away on you in that 12. Yeah, this just wants to get away from. Is he just going to run into the 9 and play more of a cut up the table? I think that might be sort of take your medicine and just do it. Well, he's trying to go the other side.
Yeah, and that was well done.
I mean, I suppose that's okay, but because the cue ball was always want to go that direction, but he's now got to get a hold of this cue ball again, stop it leaking away.
Yeah, this, the question is, where is he going after this? It's going to start getting tough. He's going to play for the. That
Where's
was
the
very
cue ball
well done
going?
there. I mean, that was tricky. But I mean, now getting on the 6 is going to be very difficult. Well, he's going to play
he's going for the
10-5.
10-5. Now, the problem with the 10-5 is he couldn't get a shallow enough angle to actually get in and do some damage here. That was the problem.
Well, he may go for the 4-11 after this, because it's going to be a little tricky. I mean, the advantage of playing for the 6 is you can always shoot the 11-6 combo. So I would favor playing for the 6. He's going to try to move balls.
Yeah, he's trying to move them.
I don't like that play because, well, maybe he felt like he had to, but I mean, that was too hard to predict. But he did come up with a shot on the 6, which is kind of lucky, really, because you couldn't plan for that. And what's he going to do here? This is no good. Wow, why would you do that? That was a silly move. Why would you do that?
Well,
that was just guaranteed to get you into trouble going in that cluster of balls and hoping you come up with a shot on the 9. And that's.
I think the fact he was going to win the rack would suggest as to why he actually took the risk to break the balls out and hoping he was hoping he was going to get lucky in the 9 ball there.
You could have played for position on the 9 and then tried to move balls, or I mean, there was a lot of things you could have done. I didn't look that close at that. There was probably combos in that cluster. I mean, it was.
It was the right move at the wrong time again.
That was. I'd say going into those balls like that, your chance of coming up with a shot on the 9 is no better than 25%.
Well, that 15 ball is a bit of a problem. It's a blocker. And especially when you're a Cerro and you're just coming up onto your second cribbage. So a Cerro's got problems ahead here.
But the 15 ball isn't that bad because you can shoot the 8 and just roll forward, and then you got the 7 in the side or the other corner. Or you could even stop it and shoot it in the other corner. There's so many options here.
Now, is he going to nudge the 15 and just follow through?
No,
nudge
he's
the 15?
he's got to shoot the 11. He's just looking at it, deciding what position he wants on it.
I forgot he was on his companion ball there.
He's deciding what position he wants on the 8 ball. So this is actually a little funny. He's going to have to go forward. He may shoot it up table.
Drop it into the side or up table.
Well, now he's funny on it. Well, now he's funny on it.
Yeah, this is a lot more difficult than it could have been.
This is where he didn't want to be. I mean, his position on the 8 ball wasn't very good.
Yeah, he played that well.
When you pocket balls like that, it doesn't matter.
Well, SBD is going to have a 2-rack deficit again.
Hey, look who's here.
Oh, that's Azad. You get after him.
Yep.
Never noticed.
Azad.
I wonder if Jose knows that Google Chrome's got that translate thing into him. I'll need to actually have a word with him.
Or you could just learn to speak Spanish.
No, that's too much like hard work, Steve.
You don't know how to speak English. Cool.
Well, a coup.
A coup, yeah.
Right, so into rack number 9. The break was dry there from Acero. Well, we've got, what's he looking at here? 6 into the side. That's a bit touchy to be playing that. Was there not anything easier than that for a first ball to play?
He could have shot the 2. The 13 was right there. But...
I think there must have been something easier than what he played. This could be costly. Because I mean, this is a cue ball rack where all the balls are available one way or another. I mean, you know, the 8 ball you can get to it and at worst make a combo on it, and look at that for a mistake.
Yep. And that wasn't a particularly hard shot, not compared to some of the ones he's been shooting.
The 2 ball wasn't tight in the rail or anything like that.
Yeah,
so there's a big opportunity here for SBD to come back into this match here.
Yeah.
He's got to take it out.
I'll tell you the problem with letting SBD hang around is, you know, that's what happened with Spectredawn, and he got rolling. And I mean, if you let SBD hang around, watch this. That's no good.
It's amazing how you can get yourself into a spot in this game, isn't it? I mean,
well, it's so the question is, you know, you don't want to bump that at slow speed, and I'll tell you one of the reasons why that happened. He hit the 8 ball into the pocket fat, so the cue ball didn't have enough speed on it, because that's not the speed he intended to run over there. But if you're going to bump balls, unless it's really control bump, you don't want to bump them that easy, because then they don't separate and you can end up behind them.
Right, I presume that's a 10 ball up there in the top right next to the 5. So there's an easy cribbage there. We've got the 9-6, although you have to go through to the top side of that 9 to get into the side. You got to get where's he going with that? Am I just getting things wrong here? Oh no, he's going 114. My bad. I was thinking that was a 9 he was potting. Now, the thing is that if that 5 ball wasn't there, he could have got crazy. Well, he has got crazy. He has tried to break them out. But again, I think he's tried to break them out.
But that was the right time to do it on the second ball. And, you know, because now he's got tons of options. I mean, that's a rack winner right there.
It was the second ball. See, there again, I'm falling asleep here. I went in my afternoon nap. I've just come home from work, and I'm thinking he was on his first ball there, and he's trying to break them out to get the 5. No, that was perfect.
Yeah, that was a great play. I mean, you couldn't hit any better than that. And, you
Right,
know, he hit it
so
with enough
9.
speed. Because whenever you run into a ball and it's going into other balls, you got to put a lot of speed on it because all those balls absorb a lot of energy.
Now, what ball's this down here blocking the 4? What one's that? It's a 15, right? So that's out of the game.
Yeah, but, you know, he's got a lot of options. I think he's probably going to shoot the 13 here.
Now, the 10-5, let's see, that 10 doesn't go in past the 2. The 11, where's the 4? It's up this end of the table, blocked with the 15. So
Yeah,
he's,
well, this is, you know,
there's nothing set in stone here. He's going to have to work to get through this rack.
He's going to have to work some, but this is definitely doable. Let's see what he decides to do here. That 11 ball is a big problem because
yeah,
I'm a little surprised he didn't shoot the combo so he could get the 11 ball out of there. You know, if he would have played shape for the combo off of the 13, he could have got the 11 ball out of there. And that opens up the pocket. Instead, the 11 ball's sitting in front of the pocket and the 4 ball's no good. And that's...
Well, this is a bit straight, this 7 ball. He might just have to leave that there and take the cut in this 8, yeah.
But there's not a shot you should miss. Of course, I thought that about the 2 also, but... So he'll probably play for the 10 here. Just come across. Yeah, that's very well done. And I like not bumping the 12 there at all.
Up onto the short side of the 5.
And this is all he needs.
That takes him to his final cribbage. So it's going to be a 3-rack lead now.
Yeah, and SBD's getting to the point where he's starting to get in trouble here because...
that's the first time there's been a 3-rack lead.
Not only is there a 3-rack lead, but...
oh, that 8 ball thought about it, but went round the corner. It's dry.
So far, Acero has outplayed him. I mean, this has been... Acero's up 3 for a good reason.
Now, see... He's in straight away here, SBD, and potted the what was it, the 8 ball. If that's the case, he's made his mind up pretty quickly what he's doing here. I don't think he's really did he take enough time there to study the table and know exactly where he's going next?
I don't know. You know, it's hard to say with good players because, you know, a lot of times they just see things pretty fast, but I mean, if it was me, I would definitely have a plan to run all 5 points right off the get-go.
Yeah, the way these balls are sitting, you've got to be good here again with the cue ball just to pick these off in the right order.
Yeah, I think being a little bit too casual about it can get you in trouble.
Right. I mean, then again, you know, some people say, well, you don't want to overthink things, but I mean, I think he just went straight in there, potted that ball. Well, I'm not exactly sure he's convinced he knows where he's going next. 11-4.
The reason why I like thinking at the beginning is, you know, if you watch good players, that's what they do. They think right after the break. They think a lot at the beginning. Because once you've done that, then you don't have to think a lot during the rack and you can just play in rhythm. If you just start shooting balls and you don't think about it, then you have to think during the rack.
Listen to this. I've just had a message from Stubb. He says, your channel has been reported for racism, favoritism against Stubb, and Steve reported too. All Stubb wants to do is play in World Championship, and you won't let him. So if your channel gets banned, unlucky.
Yeah. Well, if you get banned, if you get a permanent ban, unlucky, because that's about where he's headed.
Oh, what a numpty. Oh, dear. Anyway, where have we got to in this match? More important things going on here, especially if you're SBD, you've got to get out. So far, so good. Right, this will be cribbage number 5.
You think anybody at Steam's really going to read that or even care?
In YouTube, no. No, he hasn't reported anything because he doesn't have. You got to. The thing is, if you report somebody's channel, you go through the process to do it. And Stubb, I don't think he's got enough common sense to do anything like that. And then again, they'll just slap at him anyway.
He said he just reported it on Steam. They're not going to care.
On Steam?
Yeah, he said. Did you just say Steam?
No, I said no. He said he's reported the YouTube channel.
Really?
He
That's
said.
stupid.
Yeah, that's not gonna do anything.
They're not gonna care.
Well, SBD did get out. Now he needs a cup. Well, maybe one ball in a shot. You don't want too many balls going in the break in this game. Well, there's a 10 ball going in. There's a 4 ball going in.
Wow, he's got 4 balls. So there's got
he's got a headache.
But this is tough because you gotta work through all of these. Oh
goodness me!
Well, he's got the 11 and the 12. The 5 is going to be tricky to get to.
Oh dear.
The 13 he's got too. So the 5 ball is the big problem. He's got to figure out how to get on this 5.
Yeah, that's really tough to get to.
Yeah, he'll probably pick off. I'd be tempted to wait to try to get on the 5 because there's a good chance you won't. I'd take the 3 points and then try to get on the 5 with the 3rd ball. I do think the 12 is probably the easiest way to do it, and I think he's thinking the same thing. See, you can cut that 12 ball and run up. That's the simplest way to do it. He doesn't have the angle he wants on this 13, though. The more cut you have on the 12, the easier it is to get it up there between the 14 and 8.
Well, even if he comes up and he bumps straight into the 14, if he comes up and bumps straight into the 14, he's still fine. He'll have a cut in that 5, but it's tight.
Yeah. He doesn't have the angle he wants, but he's not going to get it shooting a 13. See, this is not a good angle. I'm not sure why he just didn't try it there. Because now he's got big problems.
Oh, he's far too straight. Well, if he big draw into this in left-hand English, big draw, he's going to need a bit of left-hand English, I think. I don't know whether this will come straight out.
A little luck is what he's going to need.
No, he didn't. He didn't. That's perfect. Oh, no, it isn't. It's checked up.
Yeah, now that was...
I thought that was perfect.
I'm very surprised he didn't shoot the 12 first and try to run down. The angle wasn't perfect, but it was doable.
I think he needed a bit... Maybe the problem is if he had put more on him, maybe I ran into the 9. But anyway, it was tight to get to and it was always going to be tough. And he's done all the hard work bar this 5 ball and he's going to give up the table.
I mean, I don't think he wants to move the 5 or the 8 or the 14. I think he'll probably just shoot the 6 in. Because those balls are already kind of tough. Well, I guess he could shoot the 14 because it is out in the open. Well, he's going to try to make it. Is he? Oh, did he make it? He did. What a shot. What a shot.
I missed that. I'm just watching him kicking it. Yeah.
What a shot that was.
Well, there is a bailout if ever you've done one. I mean, that could have a big bearing in the outcome of the match.
It was a kick carom is what it was.
Yeah, beautiful. And this, to get back to within 1. Well, maybe SBD just warms up in the second half of these matches, because that's what happened against Spectredawn. We're not quite the second half yet, but... well, mind you, we are, because it's only a race to 11 on the one-loss side. What am I thinking about?
He's just won 2 in a row, and he's rolling now. I mean, this is that was pretty good getting out when you make 4 balls. I mean, that's a tough situation. 4 balls in a break. He made 1.
3 balls gone.
He needs a 12, and
another.
Well, he's going to be kicking at it.
Well, this should be easy.
Well, let's see how far it is off the rail. It's almost perfect distance off the rail. It would be nice for it to be a touch closer to the rail, but that's, so that kind of shot, usually you're going to want to play, you're going to want to play it off the end rail first. You're not going to want to kick directly at it.
Yeah. Now, where's the line? Is the line just before that, before that first diamond?
No, I think it's pretty much at the first diamond.
You think it is?
Yeah. Actually, maybe really just past it.
Well, that's beautiful. Yeah. That is beautiful. Played it perfect.
Well, he hit a little thick.
You were right enough. He was right on the first diamond.
He hit a little thick, and because of that, now he's got
stuck
problems.
Behind the 1.
Well, this is where you play safe. So if this is me, what I'm doing is I'm hitting a 1 and rolling a cue ball up right on the 5. That's what I would do here every time.
Mhm.
I would not start shooting at stuff.
Now he's looking around as if he's
Well,
no,
see, but that's stupid because he fouled and gave him ball in hand. Maybe he didn't realize that was ball in hand. What he should have done.
The question is, was that his first ball in the second cribbage, wasn't it? That was going to be, yeah. So he should have done what you said. He should have just rolled up on top of the 5.
The 5. But
yeah,
so
that's a thinking mistake there.
Well,
you know, it's
he may not realize if he doesn't hit a ball to a rail on the first ball, it's going to be a foul. I don't know. That was that was hard to figure there. I don't know if that was just a brain fart or he doesn't know the rules. What?
Well, whatever it is, SBD's back at the table. 4 ball for his second cribbage. Now, is he going to do something crazy again, trying to get a nudge? Yeah. Well, he's actually nudged the 10 ball, but I think the cue ball's tucked away behind the 1, so he can't get the 5, and he can't see the 10.
SBD must be clean living over there in Japan because, you know, he's done a bunch of crap wrong and gotten away with it.
Well,
that's pretty lucky getting back to the table, but now maybe he's in trouble again. Now here we go. It's the same situation, okay? Same one he just had. Okay, and that was a lot better play, except for the fact that he did leave him a shot on the 10 ball, but the 5 is tied up. So
yeah, the 10 ball's dead. It's not going
now,
anywhere.
if you're Zero, I would play safe here. I just bump the 1 and stick him on the 5. I would do every time. This is a simple little safety.
You see, Zero always gives me the impression he's looking to do something crazy, and I think he is right now. He's going for the cut.
Yeah,
I mean, I would play the cut back bank.
I would have played safe there every time because it was a simple safety. Make the guy earn it. Don't give it to him.
This could end up 6-all in a minute here if Acero's, he's trying to, cut that back.
I think the reason this is happening, Hugh, is that the opportunity to play safe in this game doesn't come up that often because it's only on the first ball and the balls have to be sitting good. There's so many balls you can shoot at. So the opportunities where safeties are a good play are not that common. And I think guys just aren't used to doing it because we've seen in this game, it came up, and neither guy did it.
That's true. I mean, you've obviously, it's you that's at the table, so you should know whether you're on your first ball or your second ball. You've just finished the cribbage, you're on your next ball, and there's no shot there, you play safe.
They're just not thinking safety, and that's a mistake in some of these situations. Now, that was a very nice play because what he did is he got the 7 ball out. That he freed a ball up there, and that was smart because it was a simple play. It wasn't risky, a little bump.
Right, draw through the gap onto the 7 into the side.
Now, if he gets a good angle on this, he can bump the 5-1, although that's going to be a little tricky.
Is he looking to drop the 2 in dead weight and play the cut in the 13?
First. I think that's smart. I mean, because it's right here. But he's gonna have to. Well, actually, he isn't going to have to because he only needs. Oh, watch out! He only needs 1 more cribbage, so he doesn't need to move those
so
balls.
he's home and dry here. He's going to be drawing the 8 through the gap down below for the 7 into the side, rack over, and then we're 6 apiece.
Now, I'll give you guys a clue on this kind of draw shot. If you're going to draw this, draw it with a little left English because it'll make the cue ball grab faster.
Now, give me a second to see if we can get Jose to understand this. Jose, do you use Google Chrome? And we'll find out whether he's on Firefox or Opera or whatever.
Oh, boy. Yeah. And see, if it was me, I would have drawn that 8-ball with a little left English and come straight back and had an easy shot on the 7. He may
Where's
not
his
know
ad
that
when you need
shot
him?
and was afraid he'd lose the cue ball wide, and so he ends up going forward, and then he misses the ball.
I'm assuming
that could
that
cost him the game.
Now, as Sad is residing in Spain, see, there you go. Jose doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. If Hazard was here, I'm sure he knows a smattering enough of Spanish to talk to Jose and tell him to install Google Chrome.
Oh, very nice play there. Very nice play. He's got it loose where he can, for sure he can shoot the 1 ball. So
right, Steve, you must know a bit of Spanish. What's Spanish for do you use Google Chrome, Jose?
What's Spanish? You mean like hasta la vista?
Well,
or is that Italian?
I don't know. I don't know whether it is Spanish or Italian. It sounds Spanish to me. It's good enough.
Well, you can just type it into Google Translate and then post it in chat.
Let me type this. Let me type this in.
Well, that hurts because that hurts. Now it's 6-6, and SBD. I mean, he almost looks destined to win this, which is. He's made some poor choices, but Acero has too. And, this is kind of what we were talking about at the beginning is both these guys are liable to make mistakes that you wouldn't think they're going to make. And that makes it a very even matchup.
Stop still sending me crap.
Well, he never, he's never going to stop. He's going to get himself banned. Ban him from your channel. If it's a racist channel, ban his ass.
Right.
That doesn't look like Spanish you're putting in there, Hugh.
No. He says it's.
Oh, you think he's going to go translate it? Okay.
Anyway, I'll talk to Jose some other time. But I think he's a perfect candidate for getting. If he has got Google Chrome, he's perfect for. You should watch my video.
Because instead of having a conversation, you could just put a link and say, "Watch this video," or you could say, "Chrome has translation capability built in."
Well, that's far too complicated for Jose to understand that.
Well, conversations is not going to be any easier.
Well, I would say I would do it after this match, but I'm going to get dinner because I need to get ready for the other match to come up, the hot seat match later on, so I won't have time.
Yeah, we got that at 1 o'clock. Or 1 o'clock my time. I guess, what is that, 6 o'clock your time?
6 p.m., yeah. So Acero, it looks as if he's going to get himself back in front here.
Yeah.
So we've got him completing his 4th cribbage.
Yeah, this was not the angle he wanted, I can tell you that. I'm almost a little surprised he didn't shoot the 3 ball there, but it would move the 1, which could be undesirable.
Now, is he going to play into the spot to go into this 8 and go up for the 7? Looks like it.
And this is not the angle you want to do that. See,
I think
he's working himself into a corner. I thought he should have shot the 3 ball, and he shot a different one, and now he's got to work. He's okay though. That's a good shot there.
Enough off the rail.
Yeah, that was a good shot. That was a little tougher than it looked, just to make sure that he got in a good spot. Don't like to see this, but he's okay.
So that's
all I needed.
Cribbage number 5, 7-6.
Well, these guys are both playing giveaway. Who's going to be the last guy to give away? And there's another dry break.
This is dry. Yeah.
SB was dry last time.
Yeah, well, this is slightly more complicated. This layout.
Yeah, this is difficult.
What we got here?
Does he even have
Oh.
something he can shoot at?
I don't think he's got. Has he got anything he can actually
Well,
go here?
he
What's that?
can
the 9?
actually shoot the 5 and bump the 6.
Why is he going? Why is
He's
he
trying to
going
come
9
down table and
to
shoot
get
the
below the
6
the
down
6?
table.
Yeah.
Well done there. So
he's
he
far
may
too
just
straight in this 6.
shoot a stop shot and then go 10 and then 5 up table. Because that's simple. Simple's always going to be better in these kind of tables.
Well, I don't think he's looked at that. Well, he is. He is now. He is now.
He's not really got the right angle on this 10 though.
No.
So he may change plans. He's going to go 2-13.
13 into
There's
side.
a nice little bump. I like that. That was well done there. Now he's going to get a little bump on the 7 maybe. He doesn't really need it. The 7 goes.
Now this cue ball wants to go in a dodgy direction here. That's the problem with the 7 ball.
He can shoot the 4, 11, or the 14, 1.
11 at the side.
He's got a lot of choices.
Yeah, he's got a clean path to get in the 11. There shouldn't be any problem there.
What's he doing?
What the hell's going on here?
What the hell was that?
I haven't a foggiest idea what he was doing there. What angle did he have in that?
He just didn't need it.
He's
pissed off. He's
that
pissed
is
off
definitely
at
a brain fart.
No, he's
complete
mad.
brain fart.
I mean, he knows he screwed up. He's very mad. That's a player that's frustrated over his play there, because that was just an execution mistake.
I mean, that cue ball should have been wide open there.
Well, it was a little stun draw, and you need to hit that little speed, and he just let the cue ball get forward on him, let it turn over, and that was it.
Right, so there's the first cribbage, 114.
But those are the kind of mistakes, I see both these players make, where it's like, they're good players. You don't expect them to do that.
Is he going to get a little bump? Well, he's got a bump.
That's a nice play.
I don't know that he can play. Let's have a look at this angle. He can play this 10 dead weight, and he'll have a straight 5 up the table.
He may play the 3 instead. I think that's simpler play.
Well, he's got to get the cue ball out of there. He has done.
Yeah, I think for good players, when they make mistakes that are just silly mistakes, it's very, very frustrating. Sometimes when you're playing, it seems like you can do no wrong. It's like you just play great and everything works wonderful. And then other times it seems like you do stuff like that where you're like, what the heck am I doing? How did I do that? And I don't know how you guys play VP, but the way I play in real life is I just look at it. I think about where I want the cue ball to go and I hit it. I don't sit there and go, well, I'm going to put, half a Q-tip in English or whatever. It's all just.
No, it's automatic pilot.
I don't aim. Honestly, I'm not even really aware of where Q-tip is. Wow.
Well, there's another mistake. There's SBD let off the hook again here.
I mean, I know I see my Q-tip, but I don't consciously really look at it. I just think about where I want the cue ball to go and hit it. So when you play like that, if things get out of whack and out of sync, you can make shots like that, like he just did with the cue ball, and maybe that's how he plays VP. And you think, well, why would you ever want to play like that? Well, because that's a really powerful way to play, because when it's working, it's just, you play godlike. The problem is when it's not working.
He took the risk this time for a bump to split these balls. He has come out good. He's on the 12. The 12's fairly deep in the pocket here. He's got to get out of there.
Yeah. Well, the thing, if you're going to take a risk on the first ball, the time to do it's when the second ball's sitting in the pocket. I mean, that's not a bad play.
Right. So
he's probably going to shoot the 5 and then shoot the 10 here, because that's a safe play. So if you're in a situation as a player, you're guaranteed a shot on the 10. You would always shoot that 5 ball.
No, the translation does work in live streams, Jose, because I tested it last night.
You know what? Yeah, I'll tell you, that translator in the streams or on video and YouTube, it's not always that good. I've had a lot of problems with it where it just didn't want to work. I know it's there, Hugh, but it doesn't always work good.
Well, I said that in a little video. I said it doesn't translate great, but it's better than nothing at all. It still gives the non-English speaker a reasonable idea of what's going on or what's been said. I know what it's like because I watched a few of the Russian guys' videos for Eurocrop.
A lot of balls sitting near the pockets and none of them going in. Look at this 13 ball. Boy, that's brutal. And this table is pretty wide open. This is the kind of table that you want.
Well, you think of the scenario that SBD was in 2 minutes ago. He was in there, made a hash of that shot to get on his next ball, gave up the table to Acero, thought he was going to go 2 racks behind, and suddenly he's back 7 apiece. And I think he wanted to come up dry.
I think he's going to shoot the 9 and the 6. Well, he decided to force it over, and that was a good shot because you really had to hit that to get it over enough.
No, wait a minute. He's on the 1, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he missed it. I'm kind of surprised he didn't shoot the 9 and try to hold it and go straight up the table and shoot the 6 in the side. You know, he tried to force it over on the 14, and I thought he did a pretty good job of it given the situation, and then he missed the 1.
I've noticed something as this match has gone on, that Acero's finding himself and getting himself into more tricky situations, and you know, the mistakes and the missed pots are coming in thick and fast.
That's the second time he missed a thin cut down the rail too. Actually, that's the 3rd time he's done it. So for some reason, he's having trouble with thin cuts down the rail.
I don't think that this is all that bad a table. I mean, this is more than good enough to be getting out on this table, the way these balls are all sitting.
But, you know, the thing about games like this where there's a lot of tight spaces is it's easy to make a cue ball mistake and then not get out. So, you know, this game is mostly cue ball. I mean, obviously you got to pocket the balls, but this game places a premium on cue ball movement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And he's dragged the pace off of that. I don't know what he's trying to do here.
I think he's trying to shoot
What's he doing, 8-7?
Oh, he is shooting 8-7, yeah. That makes sense.
What's he doing here?
Why is he sitting in front of the side? I think he should shoot 8-7. I like 8-7 better than shooting a 2 now. There's a 2 sitting right in front of the side pocket.
Yeah, I mean, that and the 13's over the other corner pocket, isn't it? Right. So, I mean, that's for later on. You get rid of the 8-7
he needs 3 cribbages. He's got 2 right there, and, you know.
Well, he's overcut that by a country mile. I mean, look at that. I think his brain's gone haywire here.
Why not shoot the 8-7 and then 13-2, 2 in the side pocket?
But look at how bad that pot is in the 2.
12-3 or the 140. Why shoot the 2 there?
That is crazy. Unexplainable.
I'll tell you what that is, Hugh, because I've fallen in this trap a lot. You have this plan that you're going to shoot a shot and get on the 2 ball and shoot that. And then you kind of stick with it, where when you got over there and you looked at it, you said, well, it's better now to shoot the 8, you know, even though you plan the 2.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the brain just kind of sticks with the original plan without looking and going, oh, this would be better now to shoot this one.
Well, the shot he played and what he ended up playing in the 2 was like, not quite made up his mind what he was doing, and in the end, he didn't concentrate enough on the 2, and again, there's a rack he's thrown away there.
Yeah, well,
that's a huge mistake again.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
I just told you how that happens.
I mean,
I've done that a lot of times.
Are people overthinking things or not quite sure what ball they're on?
It's sticking with the plan when you should change it. You know, it's kind of a human failing.
Well, you think about it, the 213 was always available. The 13's over the pocket, the 2 was open, there was nothing blocking it. But the 7, where he had landed in the 8, was perfect for just stunning 8 in and holding for the 7, getting that cribbage out the way, and then the other one was there as a backup anyway.
Yeah. Well, the other one was easier than 13 and 2 in the side.
I don't understand it.
Well, I told you how
Totally
it happens.
baffling.
You get this plan in your mind, and then, you know, your brain doesn't want to get off it.
Jose, are you still there?
Well, I'm not sure about this cue ball. This cue ball is not really all that good here. I'm not sure what he was thinking there, but this is not what you want to be shooting.
I think Jose's probably gone.
And see, that's why. I mean, that was, and there we go with Acero doing a brain fart. I mean, I don't get what he did there.
He's having to, where's he going to bank this?
Well, it's because the position he got was no good. I mean, he put the ball up table in a crappy spot. And
he's trying to kick it in. Amazing the amount of mistakes that have happened in this match.
I'd bank this before I try to kick it.
Yeah, that was really a tough ask. But I mean, it's incredible the amount of errors that we've had, and they're coming thick and fast
look
here.
at this. That was very fortunate because it covered the 5 up. Well, not fortunate enough because he's got the ball in hand.
Well, now what do you do here? Are you going to roll? He's just going to roll through for the side. Yeah. Is he going to roll through far enough? See,
now that's
score. He's left it short. I mean, it could have been here on the first diamond there.
Now he's going to bump the 5 and, you know, maybe not come up with a shot. The 12's going to want to go to the 3. Okay, good shot there. He's okay, but, you know, you think with ball in hand you're going to get on the 5 better.
Loads of left English to do the 3 rails. 1, 2, 3. Well, I'll tell you, he better make the most of this, and he better remember that he's going to have to actually pot this 15 ball twice. He better not forget that. Oh, tell a lie, no, he isn't.
It's been the same thing every single, the whole match is both these guys trying to give it away to each other. I mean, it's been a consistent thing. There's been so many mistakes in this match.
Strange stuff going on. Well, now, if both of these players are genuinely down in Japan, let's cover that part. If they're both genuinely in Japan, then it's after 10 p.m. at night, or not far off it as far as I'm concerned, so it's getting late. So there's an excuse. And I think that's another dry break.
Well, you know, SPD played a lot better in the match against Spectredawn. Did he make mistakes? Yeah, but not this many.
No. This is.
I think he would have lost if he made this many. So it's another dry break. I mean, that's also been a consistent theme. Both these guys have been breaking dry quite a bit.
Well,
and I expected SPD to break better because he has in the past.
Easy start. Now, what does he do? Does he hold off this 13 and play the 9 and hold off it for the 6? No, he's going the other way. Is he playing the 6 first and coming up for the 9? Because if he's doing that, he's got to be careful with this one. He's got to get this cue ball up high enough.
He has to miss the 15, that's all.
Got to get up high enough. That looks good. Yeah.
Let's see what he decides to do here. He may decide to move balls here. If he's not, he's probably going to play the 1 or the 14 and then the 1 or something. He could just roll forward and shoot the 14 on the side.
He was on the same time as you when he played him. There's a strange thing, Cobra. Funny that.
Yeah, I think he's just going to roll forward and bump this 4 ball. Either that or he's going to try to move balls. He tries to move balls.
Well.
And not a bad play. Except the 10 ball doesn't go.
Yeah, I'm looking at how he's on.
Well, 8-7's a nice play here, but
he's going 14-1.
Yeah, that's
a lot easier. Play. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Yeah,
it's a safer play, but you know, you got to get the. He should be shooting a 7 after this, and then
I think
8,
if he checks this up
10
to come across, is he trying to bump the 7? This cue ball wants to get away round behind the 8 here,
Yep,
Steve.
and
This
that's the
cue ball.
problem. He's got a little funny angle here. And
This just wants to run that way.
He's going to try to go between them.
He's trying to get lucky. Yeah, he needs to slow up or he needs to keep going. One of the two. And that'll do
work.
very nicely indeed. That's perfect.
That was the key to getting that 7 out of there, because the rest of the rack's easy.
Well, I think this is the first time in a long time in this match where we've had a rack where somebody hasn't suddenly had a brain fart and done something daft. Well, at least not yet. I mean, all he has to do is... I mean, am I jumping the gun too soon?
I would hope not.
Well, I think we'll give him the 3.
So I've seen players like this a lot in real life. And, at some point they have an epiphany and, they get a lot better because they stop doing the kind of stuff that you're seeing these two guys do.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was, I think that was SBD's first time in the lead in the match there with an 8-7 lead. We're back 8-all. I think a ball has gone in.
He's got a ball down. He needs a 12 ball and it's sitting right in front of him. So this is very fortunate. The 9-10 is dead. This is a wonderful rack.
11-4 sitting right in the middle of the table.
I would kind of expect him to go 12 ball and then... Yeah, maybe play shape for if he can get on the 14.
He's running the 8 up the table and coming through into the gap for the 7. Or did he play the 7 first and go another way?
I would have played for the 14 and 11 at the same time.
I think the problem...
I'd got the 14 if I could, and then because of the combo, and then you got the 5 ball.
This is one of these tables where he's spoiled for choice here, and he can end up doing something stupid with the cue ball.
Here's the thing: is you wanted to make that 10 by shooting a 14 into the 9 because that gets you right on the 5, and that's what he should have played shape for. And if he didn't get there, he still had the 11. Now he's looking at it and he knows it's hard to get on the 5 because it's funny. And this is.
Oh, is he going to come out far enough or come back in far enough?
And that was all caused by his choice on the 12 ball. He should have played shape to pull it back to the long rail. And if he didn't get on the 14 good, he could have shot the 11. Instead, he left himself in a spot where it was very difficult to play that combo and get on the 5. If you were pretty straight on the 14, it was going to be trivial.
Well, I hope these guys realize we're running out of racks here.
That's just, it's another thinking mistake.
Well,
and that's very well done. Yeah. Well, like
good recovery.
Before, good players recover better, but we've seen plenty of times where these guys haven't recovered this match.
Right. So we're definitely going 4-11 this time.
Oh boy. And there we go with another.
Oh, he's missed the 4. Unbelievable. Wow.
Both these guys have missed balls. You're going, huh?
I mean, that's just a straight stun there to hold for the 11. I mean, and he's rattled the 4 ball.
It's really amazing. Both these guys have made some questionable choices. Both of them have missed balls that you wouldn't ever think they're going to miss.
See, well, you got to get this cue ball out into a spot here. You got to judge the pace of this. If he comes out far enough, he could be on the 8. But does the 7 go now? Because the 9's now a blocker. Yeah, 9's a blocker.
I'll tell you what's really exciting, Hugh, is when you're watching a match like this and you've got a lot of money bet on it. Imagine if you got a lot of money bet on one of these guys and you were watching this. Well, you might not have any hair left by the time it's done.
I think he definitely played to get into the gap to go into this 9 ball because he didn't intend to play the 13, and he's now sort of in two minds because obviously the 2 ball is not exactly helping him where it's sitting. So now he's got a dilemma. 9 ball's the big factor here in this table.
He's looking at the 1 ball here.
You think he can squeeze that? Oh, there's plenty of room. Yeah, as long as he just sends it to the rail.
That's first. A good play. Now you'd like to roll this one, and I think he can and still get a shot on the 9. Because stunning it is no good.
Yeah, that's well played. So now, I mean, this is the make or break ball. Can you get this out
Okay,
of the way?
so
They're
this is the
dry.
shot I was talking about. A little bit of right English makes the shot way easier. See, nobody does that. See how the cue ball run away? If you hit that shot with like a half a tip of right English, he would be probably almost straight in on the 6 because it would hold more. It wouldn't
It
go to
just
the
kills
left
the
as
cue ball a
much.
bit more. Yeah.
It holds it.
Oh, he hasn't cut that. He hasn't cut
I don't know how many times I've said that
Unbelievable.
in a stream about that shot, and I never see anybody play it. It's easy enough to test it out. You know, go on offline and set up a shot and try it. You're going to find out that yeah, that will hold the cue ball.
Well, Acero is definitely 100% going to get out here now. This table is wide open. Big mistake again from SBD at the wrong time. And as I said earlier, we're running out of racks. You've not got a lot to play with here. If anything, this is where you should be on your toes.
I'll tell you something else about watching players and judging them and this and that. Like, one of the really important things to do in real life is to be able to judge a player's speed. You want to know how good they are, because if you're going to end up gambling with them. Like, when I watch players and I see them do that, you know, I start thinking, this guy can't beat me, because he doesn't know that. You know, you watch how people move the cue ball, and, you know, a lot of guys are like, ooh, this guy can really play. You know, if I saw a guy do that, I'd be like, this guy can't beat me. It's, you know, it comes down to being a knowledge thing.
Well,
that was a huge rack, because, you know, now we're getting down to the gist of it. This is 9-8 in the break, and it's a huge break. He's got 2 balls in. What's he going to have to shoot?
What ball was that went in there?
Oh, the cue ball went in. That's a problem.
The cue ball's gone.
Yeah, one of them was the cue ball.
Oh, dear.
So,
well, again.
Right. He's got 10-5. That's what he's going to go for.
Right, 13 twos available, 13 down the rail into the corner pocket, 2 over the side, so there isn't a problem there.
That was just silly running into the 4.
Not sure what the intention was there.
Well, no, that was just silly. Why run into that ball?
Was the intention to run in and get the 4 out of the way, play the 8-7? I don't know.
What a shot that was, though. That was a pretty good recovery. Wow.
Yeah, I just caught the tail end of that there.
Wow. Well, you know, see, there's another silly mistake. You know, was it reasonable to bump that ball? Not in that situation at that angle, because it was very possible with the cue ball rolling forward, you're going to do just what it did. I mean, great recovery shot, but he shouldn't have.
I'll tell you something else. I think these guys don't realize that they've got, 2 extensions in each rack. And they're maybe just getting themselves too much in a hurry sometimes. I don't know that that's helped the situation, what he's done there.
Maybe run into that a little easier, shoot to 6. Maybe he didn't have the angle to do it.
Well, he's got himself in trouble here again. Yes, the 12 ball's wide open in the middle of the table.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tricky getting to it. He can shoot the 6, but it's going to be tricky getting to the 9.
He's looking at this 4-8 combo.
Yeah, and that's actually not that bad a shot in VP. In real life, you would shy away from this, but in VP, maybe not so bad.
Yeah, that was a tough ask.
And that's what you don't want to do at this point in the match, because you don't want to be down 8. That would, 3-1 is tough to overcome.
Well, this table now is, this is going to be, I mean, Acero, I'll say it right now, he's got to be on the hill with this visit. Got to be on the hill. He's going to be breaking for the match. Because there is not a problem on the table. Not a single problem.
Yeah, I mean, but we've seen funny things happen.
Where's he going with the cue ball here?
Yeah, he's left himself pretty thin.
Where's he going with the cue ball?
He should be okay, but...
Yeah, he's got it.
You come off the 14, you go down the corner, scratch in the corner or something. That wouldn't be good, huh?
Now the 12 doesn't go in past the 14, that side.
That's okay, because he's natural shape to come to the other side of it, even though he's going across the line. This is not a bad shot.
Where's he going here? One ball, and then where's he going to bump the 6? He's bumped the 6. He's trying to miss the contact there.
Well,
he's now got another dodgy cut in the 14.
Oh, no, he'll bank this. There's no way he's cutting this.
Oh, he is cutting it. He is cutting it.
Really? This is kind of crazy here, because you're going to turn the cue ball loose, and he's got to play the 9 next.
Yeah, and he's going to get in the 9 next. That's very well done.
Beautiful shot. Yep. Wow, beautiful shot there. Very controlled.
Now, this is a bit straight, so he's got to just go right onto the short rail.
These guys do stuff like that that shows they really know how to play, and then they'll do something where you just scratch in your head.
Oh, no, what is he coming up? He's coming up. That'll work as well. Well, big break now for the match. Acero.
Oh, yeah, well.
Well, he could have done with coming down onto this.
He's missed a few of these. Let's not count our chickens yet.
Well, we'll see how his nerves are. He's played a couple of dodgy cuts in this rack to stay at the table. Well done. Well, it's all Acero's now. 10-8 lead. Point of no return for SPD, but is he going to get a chance? Well, a ball has gone in. And again, look at this table. Well, he's not going to have a shot, I don't think.
No. Let's see. Can he shoot any kind of combo? Well, let's see. Well, he can get the edge of this, but I don't think he can get it to go in the hole. I mean, theoretically, if you hit this into the 4 hard enough, it might go. Don't think so. It might go. It might carry him off the 4 if you blast this. You got to hit it you got to hit the 4 just perfect, and you got to hit it very hard.
I think the 12 ball looks as if it just wants to run on and follow the 4. I don't know that is he going to have enough of the pocket for that to go in? Oh, he actually tried to cut it in.
He tried to cut it in.
Yeah. Well, SBD, last chance saloon.
Yeah, and this is last chance saloon.
And again, look at this table, Steve. I mean, there's not a ball that's a problem. It's how how the pattern opens the pockets up at the top end of the table. I mean, particularly where the 6 is sitting and all of that stuff. But I mean, it's all to do with the pattern.
I mean, I'd want to get the 10 out of the way because it blocks the 9. I mean, he certainly got 14-1. I think this is a good start because he can go to the 10 next. Yeah. I mean, I think this is a good.
He's not hit this. He's not hit this, has he? Oh, he has hit it. I thought he hadn't hit it enough to get through. Well, this is a bit too shallow. Now he's got to be careful. Yeah.
No, that's perfect because you can just spin it a little.
Yeah, and he's going to be hampered over the 7. This is what you don't want.
Well, but you can just kind of stun this back a little, shoot the 1 because the 14's out in the open. He's going to go forward, and that's fine.
Right, so 1 into the side. Now, is he going to play the 1 into the side? No, he isn't. He's going to go 9-6, but he's got to come around the corner. Is he?
Yeah.
Or
Boy,
he's going to check this up?
I'm shooting a 9, I'm checking this up. I would not go around the corner here. Too many things can go wrong.
Yeah, you've got to miss the 14 to start with. Where's he going? He's checked it up. He hasn't hit it. You've got to hit it harder when you're checking it up.
Yeah.
Because it kills the pace of the cue ball. He's left it way short. Watch the cue ball as well here, by the way. And there we go. Well, where's Arnie?
Hasta la vista.
I don't want to miss Arnie.
Well, that's it. Arnie has already spoken.
I missed Arnie. Dang it. I hate when I miss it. Because I got to turn my sound back on to hear Arnie.
Well, Jose, there was a live stream on YouTube last night when I set up the Google Chrome Translate, and as soon as I switched on Google Chrome and went to that live stream on YouTube, the Translate was working automatically. The Translate automatically pops up on the screen as soon as you watch any video in Google Chrome. So it definitely works 100%.
You think he understood any of that?
Yeah, well, I think the other problem is Jose hasn't probably set it up right and chosen his language and done that thing in the menu that I show in the video. He needs to do that.
Well, that's what Google's for. He can Google how to do it.
Need to get rid of stub. Hang on. This match is going to be over by the time I look at the screen again.
He's going to... A little funny there, but he plays a very nice stun shot across. Well, he's going to have to do something here. He may try to get to 14 to follow the 6 in. I mean, the 6 is so deep in the pocket, you would think that that would be the play. It's just... yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to shoot the 1 and then try to get to 14 to follow the 6 in.
Now, all my videos that I've uploaded, not live streams, all my videos that I've uploaded and the one that I uploaded last night, once it's all processed, it's translated into about 14 different languages. So if Jose goes to watch the video that I've just done last night, he'll have it in Spanish.
He tried to come across with the 14 and, hey, Jose, no bueno. so that's a Spanish I know, Hugh, no bueno. So looks like SPD's going to get another chance. And he doesn't make the ball he's trying to tie up.
Right, well,
so
he's got...
Now the question is, what are you going to do?
Well, I think he's just got to pot a ball and bring the stack and win the safety battle here. I don't think he can risk doing anything crazy. I don't think he's getting any value of potting this 6 ball and trying to do something daft with it.
He might take a whack at the 6. I don't think it's a terrible play the way
Is he trying to play the combo and he's trying to play the combo and draw into them off this 14? That's what he's trying to do.
I would rather actually play the 6 because you can get it where you run into the 1 or the 1-9, and I think you got a pretty good chance of coming up with a shot on the 9. I actually like playing the 6 into him than doing this.
No,
because you know, he tried to do something that was impossible to get the cue ball to come back there. Now he's just going to tie him up, but still, I mean, I thought he had a chance with the 6 ball.
So here we go again. Build up the stack.
That's not a terrible play. If I'm a Cerro, I'm not biting. And
well, you know, you'd have thought a Cerro would be just running straight on top of that ball. I think that's what he's maybe deciding to do. That's why he's replayed it, because I think he wants to change his mind.
Well, I don't know what you're going to run on top of. I would have shot the 15 from up table and drawn the cue ball back into the kitchen.
No, I thought he was going to do the...
Well, he's going to go this way. This is fine, too. You just want to take the cue ball up table. You don't want to leave him down here and do something. I thought he was fine up in the kitchen.
Well, why didn't he, when he was in the kitchen, why didn't he just play straight ahead onto the 3 ball, bump the back ball onto the rail and back into the stack? Because that's what...
well, he's going to get crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just... He could lose the match over that shot.
Exactly. I mean, why is he taking the risk at this stage when you're, you know, I mean, he's trying to win the match, maybe at the wrong time, and it could sell out.
You know, that's just, yeah. The percentages say don't do that.
See, he hasn't got a hold of that cue ball there.
Yeah, that's not the best. That's not the best play there. I thought he'd go 2 rails and shoot the 3 in the other corner.
Well, big pressure to get this in. He misses this, it's all over, definitely. There you go. He didn't check the cue ball enough to come down, or he didn't do your shot and just let it open out and come around the other side of the 3. Well, that's definitely it.
Yeah,
with
I think he's gotten brain dead with frustration.
Apiece.
I think he's gotten very frustrated in this match.
No.
It hasn't been pretty.
This could end up going funny playing this 14 ball. Well, he's got the bump, played it properly. All good. Game over. Well, how long's this been? What, 2 o'clock it started, an hour and 3/4.
It's been a long match.
And an awful amount of mistakes in the match from both players. But in the end, Acero is going to get there. So Acero is waiting on the loser of the hot seat match, which is coming up in just over 2.25 hours' time between Albie and Cobra, the defending champion. So this 3-ball will seal the deal. And there we go. Acero survives. Well, if he's going to play his worst match in the tournament and still win it by 3 racks, then there's no better time to do it than now.
Boy, I don't know. I got to question some of the decisions by both those guys.
Yeah.
And I think for Acero, if he thinks he's going to win this tournament, he's going to have to make better decisions because he did some crazy stuff that match.
Well, he's always going to be taking risks. That's the one thing you can guarantee you're going to get from Acero. And I think, in all honesty, he's not going to necessarily come out in the winning side too often doing that. Fair enough, he's got away with it today because SBD was doing his best to match him in terms of getting things wrong and making the wrong shot choice and missing pots basically at the end of it. But anyway, Jose said, has Jose got it working? Anyway, I'll give you that link in the lobby, Jose. Right, so now we have it. We have Acero through to what we call the semi-final match, or at least I do, and we have Cobra and Albie at 6 p.m. British Summer Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific. That's coming up later on. So I'm off to get my dinner, and I will be back for that in a couple of hours' time.
One open seat. I hope Matt gets it. I don't know what he's doing.
No, he would have got in a lot quicker than now because I messaged him 2 days ago at least, telling him there was only 2 left when it was actually 3.
Stubb pulled out of it.
Yeah, no, but he can't get in because he's still banned, isn't he?
That's
right.
He
can't get in. Yeah, so
he pulled out and then he got banned, so now he's not in it.
Right. Well. I ain't going to hang around. I'm going for dinner because I am starving. I've had nothing to eat since I got home.
I'll see you a little later, Hugh.
Right. Steve will be back later on. Thanks for joining. And we'll see you later, folks. So pay attention and be there at 6 p.m. We'll see you soon.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.